Hi everyone. In the last session, we had discussed about what are the different career opportunities with the BSc Computer Science, BCom Computer Applications, and BCA, and discussed about also father of computers, definition of a computer, and what a computer system actually consists. And we learned different meanings for input, output, and process. Right. In this session, I am going to discuss about block diagram of a computer. Okay. So here, if you look at the board, I have drawn all. This is also called as a model of a computer, block diagram of a digital computer. Okay. In this concept, we are going to learn what are the different components connected to the computer. Right. Look at here. Here we have input unit, output unit, and however central processing unit, which is also called as CPU as shortly, and also cabinet. Okay, here central processing unit has separated with other three units. What are they? Is arithmetic or logical unit, control unit, and memory unit. Okay, so before going to discuss about what are the different components that are connected to a computer, let me take a small example. Okay, now I am comparing this block diagram of a computer with human body. Okay, what are the different organs connected to human body? What are to human body? Hands are connected, and legs are connected, and eyes, mouth, nose are different parts are connected to a body, and each and every organ has its own functionality, right? By using hands we can write, and we can lift the things, and we can carry the things from one place to another place, right? At the same time, by using legs we can move from one place to another place, right? We can run, we can walk. At the same time, by using eyes we can see all the things and what are around us, and by using nose we can smell different things, and by using mouth we can sing, we can talk, we can command others, right? And by using our brain, and that brain main functionality is nothing but controlling and sending and receiving signals from all other connected organs of that body, right? In the same way, all the components which are connected to a computer has its own unique functionality. Okay, if you look at the board, here we have input unit and output unit, central processing unit, arithmetic and logical unit, control unit, and memory unit, right? And each and every component has its own task. Okay, now we discuss about how all the components are functioning for a computer, right? Firstly, I start with input unit. So basically, the input unit is used to giving instructions to the computer by user. Okay, it acts as interface in between computer and user. Okay, and by using input devices we can interact with the computer. So what are those input devices are nothing but the major input device is keyboard, okay, and mouse, and we have some other devices also. About all the peripherals of input devices will be discussed in the further sessions. And when you come to central processing unit, the first unit is called as arithmetic and logical unit. Okay, in this unit we have arithmetic operations. So, but about arithmetic operations already we had discussed in the earlier session. Okay, by using addition we can add two numbers, and some more operators are there. What are they is subtraction, multiplication, division, and modular division. And at the same time we have another operator, that is nothing but logical operators. By using logical operators I can compare, or the computer can compare two different data. Okay, so if I ask the computer tell which number is smaller or tell which number is bigger, then at that time the computer utilizing all the logical operators like less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to, less than or equals to, greater than or equals to. Okay, so this is about the logical comparison or logical operators. Okay, usually the processes that can be applied to data are of two types. So what are they? Nothing but arithmetic operators and logical operators. Okay, so usually from this unit itself, all the arithmetic operations and logical comparisons will done in this place only. Okay, next comes to the control unit. Okay, so this control unit collaborate all the other components of a computer and monitoring, controlling all the functionalities of computer. Okay, and as well as by using the control unit fetching the information from the memory and performing some execution and passing of data to or from arithmetic logic unit for performing different kind of calculations. This is the actual functionality done by the control unit here. And memory unit. So mainly the memory unit is used to store the data given by the user and some programs and some confidential data of a user, so etc. And this main memory again classified into two types. What are they is main memory and secondary memory. About main memory and secondary memory we have discussed in the further sessions. Then lastly, output unit. By using output unit, the computer can provide information to us. So mainly the major output devices are nothing but monitor and printer, right? And finally, I conclude this topic with system bus. So what is system bus actually? The system bus is connected to the CPU. Memory also connected to the system bus, and input devices as well as output devices. So what does system bus actually in a computer means? The system bus actually communicate all the information in between the parts of a computer, like fetching the data from memory and supplies to the output unit, as well as the instructions which are coming from the input unit storing into the memory. So like this. So like this of activities conducted by the system bus, right? So this is the complete functionality of all the components which are connected to the computer. Okay. Along with this, you should keep in mind another 2 points. What are they? Is hardware. And what is software? Okay, what is hardware? So simply I can say that hardware is nothing but the things which are physically existing, right? So in the block diagram of a computer, we learn different components are connected to a computer, right? So what are they means is input device, that is nothing but keyboard, output device, that is nothing but monitor, and system bus, that is nothing but a one type of cable. So these all are connected to a computer, right? So all these devices physically existing and we can touch it and we can utilize the benefits of those, right? So all those type of devices comes under the category of hardware. Okay, and besides hardware, a computer can also contain software. Then what is meant by software? Okay, a software is nothing but set of instructions or set of programs which are making a computer functioning properly and giving desired outputs to the user. So that is nothing but software. But what is the main difference between hardware and software means? Hardware is nothing but physically existable thing that we can touch it also. But when it comes to the software which is not physically existable thing, we can feel it. This is done, this is doing, this is happening. We can feel it. Okay. So that is nothing but a software. Okay. So in this session, we have learned about block diagram of a computer. We will look at in the further sessions about what are the features of computers and what are the different types of computers. Thank you.